Currently at an interesting juncture in the game. We are probably close to halfway through the game. Not quite half, but getting close. We have 6 badges of 16. 7 hours in. We're going to be back in Mahogany town. So we're going to go into the place where weird things have been sold. Let's see what we got here. There's a secret stairway here. Now let's go down go up. It's actually up the stairway. All right, let's see. It's like the hideout's actually upstairs rather than downstairs. There is no escape. Surveillance cams are in the Pokemon statues. Like, this is not the way to really avoid all the trainers, but why not just get more experience at this point? Because going down is actually the way you would go. It's free experience for Alligator. Or whatever starter you're using. It looks like as you kind of keep going forward, it's the same pattern. So the first one has the Drowsy and the Zubat, and then the second one has the Zubat, Grimer, and Rattata. So there's a pattern here. I'm wondering how many of these I want to actually fight, knowing the pattern. Because there are still a lot of trainers. A lot of statues, all that stuff. Four Rattatas. Boom. So knowing what the pattern is, we can just go. So there's a zigzag you can kind of take in the middle of this, which I'm just going to go ahead and take. That's going to take us to a scientist. Scientist Jen. Beat up some Magnemites here. I think on the floor up ahead is a warp panel. warp panel to the entrance. Okay, so we've got a few things we can pick up here. We've got X accuracy. We can't actually take it though. So this zigzag doesn't lead all the way through. I'm gonna drop off some items and then come back. Oops, not dropping off Pokemon. We're going to Yo-Yo species, the item storage. They're not things I'm likely to use right away. Restores Pokemon HP by 20 is basically like a potion. Probably won't use a lure ball at this point. Item finder, let's see. You can always deposit more TMs. I guess I even put super potions in here. Moonstones. Alright, in any case, I'm gonna go ahead and heal while I'm here. So once you trigger the statue once, they don't trigger more times. Alright, so we're gonna go back down through here. Because there is a computer next to the professor, or not the professor, the scientist here. I'm gonna turn the... We turned off the switch for the statues. Grab the X accuracy. There's a hyper potion. We've turned off the switch now. And we also got a nugget. And now we can go downstairs again. And we run into Lance. And Lance will heal your Pokemon, which is ideal. Normally I would fight every trainer, but there were so many of those statues. I decided to skip a few of them. Okay, let's see what's down here, if there is anything. There is not. There's a password that only Team Rockets knows. Is the password 123456? Takes 2 passwords to get into the boss's quarters. They're only known to a few rockets. An ice heal here. All the way around now. And then we've got a scientist we can fight here. Used to work for Silphco. Scientist Ross. Scientist Ross is defeated. A mere tactical error. Okay, let's see. There's this rocket. Do I know the password? Maybe. Loom is defeated. Password to the boss's room is Slowpoke Tail. It's useless unless you have 2 passwords. Scientist Mitch. Thinking is my strong suit, not battling. You're nuts, but you have guts. A lot of Rattatas and Raticates, and it's kind of the standard Team Rocket grunt Pokemon. Password to the boss's room. I think it is Raticate Tail. We've got Dire Hit, and then so we've got Dire Hit, and we've got a full heal. Okay, we're gonna head up the stairs back to negative floor 1. And got one more Rattata. Making our way through the hideout here. Alright, we're gonna go up the stairs. And skip those stairs. We can go up to the locked door here. Let's do a save. Always good to save every now and then. You told me that I don't love and trust my Pokemon. Alright, we've got a Rocket Executive. Slash is just, well, slashing everything over. Slashing everything. Didn't do a thing. He runs off from running into the door. The Murkrow gives you the last, somehow gives you the last password, which is Giovanni. I don't think there's any other item here. Looking to see if there was anything else. I'm not seeing anything else. Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs now. So that's gonna give me TM46. Okay, so we are gonna go. I think we need to go all the way down again. And Lance is back. Rocket Executive. You could become a Team Rocket executive. And they have been defeated for now. Now we gotta turn off the radio signal. And then make all the electrodes faint. No problem Pokemon, but we kind of knocked them out. He's gonna go right. I gotta go left. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna go ahead, because these are electrodes, we are gonna switch to Sudowoodo. The Sudowoodo is gonna handle these Pokemon pretty well, despite being lower level. We're just gonna self-destruct. Sudowoodo can take a few hits, being the rock type that it is. This electrode's not actually self-destructing, which is interesting. May even be able to try to catch one of these. So that's a pretty neat way to deal with the electrode, just catch it. So we have an electrode now. Very cool. And we gotta now get one more. Take one more down. Self-destruct by against Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo's gonna survive because of its type. Because of its typing. We've now beaten everyone. I've talked to Lance. Lance is gonna be pretty happy about that. Lake is back to normal. Gives you HM06 Water Pool. That's going to be a useful thing to have. You can teach it to Pokemon to get across wild water. You're going to need the badge from Mahogany Gym. Long journey to become a Pokemon Master. And now let's find out the warp. First floor. And then that gets you out of the Team Rocket hideout. Alright, we're going to switch back in starter. And next up is going to be fighting the gym. We've got a little bit of a puzzle here. And then there's some trainers, but we're gonna just stay here for now. We're gonna stop here for now. Thanks for watching. This is kind of a good stopping point before we head into the gym itself. Dana calling. Alright, I'll save after that save then. Now this is going to be a save point where it's 7:34. We're getting close to getting the 7th gym.